Possibly. Maybe possibly.
Jay's here.
Jay's here. Nice. One viewer. Sick.
Not playing yet for me, but let me refresh.
What? This screen.
Jay's in. It's playing an advertisement.
There we go.
One day, we'll be live.
So like, you're there for me, but you're not.
I don't see you.
Well, I think there's an advertisement that is blocking the...
No, but I mean, I just like...
You mean you literally cannot see me here?
Open
All
your
I
eyes,
hear is a
Charles.
disembodied voice.
Everyone keeps telling me that.
Did you ever thought you might be dead? Ah, here we go.
Yay!
Oh, now I get the advertisement.
We're live!
The
I
guy,
have a frozen pad, but no
it's
ad.
for Geico.
Well, maybe I'm frozen. But Photoshop hasn't crashed yet.
Excellent.
Yes? Photoshop.
Oh, there you are.
Power. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Squishable Live on Twitch for the second time. Whee! Yes. Not yesterday. Last week, we had a nice little Cerberus going on. And I wanted to show everyone, in case they missed it on Facebook, I colored it, and I think it looks beautiful. Look at him! So while we're waiting for people to get here, here we can admire my wonderful and hastily thrown together paint job for Cerberus. Hello! Well, I'm going to tweet about this. Because social media. We are live. So how's everyone doing? How is everyone's week? Jay, I know you are on. Anyone else on?
There's some people here.
Say hey. Hello. Yeah, yep. Instead of cool music, you guys get sirens.
Sweet sounds of Manhattan.
That is just New York. You guys get to admire my incredibly large number of tool presets. It's definitely too many.
It is.
Boop. Considering I only ever really use 5 or 6 of them. Hey Darth Zool. That's cool. Break the rules with Squishables. But don't actually. We appreciate you, no matter what you do.
There is no Pat, there's only Zool.
There is no Pat. Then who am I?
Only Zool!
So yes, for those of you who do not know what is going on, we are Squishable. We are a cute little toy company based in New York. And we're streaming art stuff because we love you. Last week we did a little illustration of a Cerberus. And this week I figured I'd do more prototype drawings, which is sort of what we do more on an everyday basis, especially now when we're trying to get a whole bunch of stuff made to come out throughout the year. So I thought that I would like do some little concepts all the way through to like some more finished line art, what we might submit to a factory, or what I might pitch to my fellow artists here. So yeah, if that sounds like a cool thing, then stick around because we're doing cool things all evening, which is to say for 2 hours.
This could also be very helpful for anybody who is submitting anything to Open Squish, Project Open Squish as
Yes. And again, for those of you that don't know, Project Open Squish is a contest that we run pretty much constantly, where fans of Squishable, or you know, you don't have to be a fan of Squishable to submit a design, but it helps. submits a design for a Squishable to us, and then we put it up on our website, and people vote on it, and if it gets enough votes, then we make it. And a surprisingly high number of designs have come through Project Open Squish, and are super duper awesome. Like, recent favorite might be, ooh, yeah.
Just came today.
This just came today.
This is our starry bunny. This is the first prototype that we've seen of it, but it looks pretty awesome.
Give him a close-up. So a fan designed the Starry Bunny in all of its celestial splendor.
Do you think it needs a tail? Not sure. That's a question.
It doesn't have a tail.
Doesn't have a tail. It's kind of cute without. I don't know, but it's a bunny. Maybe it needs it, maybe it doesn't.
I won't judge it no matter what. No matter what kind of tail or no tail it needs. Hey, Mego.
Ooh, there's a nice rat tail in the back I just saw. That's really nice.
You have more tails than mine.
Very attractive.
So we got a couple. I brainstormed a little bit earlier as to what we might want to draw this evening. We came up with a couple of good possibilities, I think. So right now I'm gonna probably do maybe like a phoenix, maybe a skeleton, or a skull, maybe both. I don't know. And then we can decide on what's worth pursuing.
Drawing a bird.
Yes. Surprising no
What
one.
else would
I'm
Kat be
shocked.
drawing
I'm drawing a
besides
bird.
a bird?
We have actually already done 2 phoenixes, I believe, but both are retired and we don't make them anymore. So that is unacceptable to me and my bird-related aesthetics. So, Aaron, we're live.
Yes, we
Aaron almost walked in front of the camera.
On a phone.
Almost got him. We'll never get him. We'll never get him.
Hi, everyone.
That's Aaron. He just wrote a book
Yes, he did.
with Zoe. Zoe's not here.
She's somewhere. Dan, Mego wants to know how many designs get submitted to Open Squish every month.
Hundreds, sometimes thousands.
We get a lot of designs.
We get a lot, and we look at each and every single one.
Yes. If you submit a design, you will get feedback on your design. It is something that we try very hard to do. And the designs don't need to be, there's no theme really. Sometimes we'll group certain designs if we get a bunch of them that are similarly themed together. Like if we get a lot of food, or if we get a lot of cats or something, then we'll do, a bunch of those in a row. But you can draw whatever you want. You can design whatever your heart desires in your deepest, darkest chamber. If you want a cat that is wearing a tuxedo, you should design a cat that is wearing a tuxedo and submit it to Project Open Squish.
People should just submit more cats anyway.
It's true. You actually don't get a whole lot of cats.
Yeah, we don't. It's a problem.
Yeah,
I'm okay with this.
it's true. That's a problem. This is an official call. More cats. Actually, no, that's fine.
Please submit cats. For reasons.
Oh, Megan and Mindy, yes. Oh, we know you.
We know you. Well, we don't actually know you.
Yeah,
But
we feel like we know you. We feel like we're friends.
but
We love all of your food designs.
we appreciate both your design aesthetics and your vocalness.
The
'Cause
Critique Club is very nice. Got an email that we're live. That was good. Good
Can you guys? Does this stream have a title? Because it says that it has a title for me, but I don't know. It's like I typed one in. I don't know if it actually displays anything.
For me, it says prototype drawings, designing a
Yes.
squishable and a heart, and then some hashtags.
Okay, great.
It is showing underneath the window. It's still all very new to us.
Oh, Mego. That's an amazing username, by the way.
Oh my gosh, this phoenix. Big long feet.
I feel like the secret to birds is in the feet.
So cute.
Little weird bird feet are just the thing.
Both of us just grabbed
Yes.
because we all have a bird on our desk.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we're pretty much surrounded by birds.
around here.
It's really my fault.
Wow.
I'll take 100% credit for this.
I made this one.
That's
but-
true. We are each holding our own bird that we made individually. That's funny.
Adria hasn't like kicked it out yet, so.
So I designed this budge with his little face. Oop. Glamour. Boop. Sam designed this hummingbird, which is a little bit. It's not those colors are not quite right,
not right
but
at
it
all.
is fabulous.
He is fabulous.
So
Pink.
plump.
Also with very cute feet.
Oh. And then Rachel,
Rachel.
who is behind camera number 1, literally,
She waved.
designed this ostrich with also little dangly feet.
That thing is the best.
Which is the sound effect you need to make when you
Or not.
hold it. So,
Oh no.
lots of birds.
I just knocked over the budgie.
Oh,
He gets knocked over a lot because he balances
That's
on
true.
his one-eyed polar bear friend.
yes, my 2 desk companions are the budgie, and then my one-eyed polar bear named Snake.
Nice story.
I rescued him,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's out for revenge.
Also, I'm pretty sure Jay is you, Pat.
Yeah.
Jay!
Life goals become Pat.
Jay, we're going to be crazy bird ladies in the future, or maybe in the present. Who knows? But I'm glad that I have a compatriot.
Meg, we do not have plans right now on adding any more massives. It's always something we're considering, but we're working on a lot of new regular squishables and minis right now and some new micros for you guys, so massives are not exactly on the top of our list.
They're very expensive.
They're very expensive to make
They're very hard to move around.
and to ship.
Because they're very large, as the name suggests.
I like the way they look when they've been sat on a lot.
That's sad part.
Yeah, they do kind of
Melting pug.
melt when you sit on them too much.
Great.
Imagining like this plume being like more of a pattern, and then having like 2 little flames stick out.
Ooh, yeah, I like it being like a little flame.
I don't know if any of you know what the previous Phoenix looked like, but it was pretty cool. It had sort of like almost like a peacock tail with a purple beak, and it didn't really have any legs. But it was super adorable. They're all gone now. So
It was really cute.
I'm trying to not infringe on that Phoenix's cuteness.
I'm looking him up.
Pretty adorable.
Oh, the drawing of him is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the second Phoenix was an Open Squish winner.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yes, it
I can
was.
tell by the drawing.
Yep, it is.
And I think the first one was probably Zoe.
So I mean, and I did kind of cheat because I sketched out a couple of Phoenixes before the stream started, so I had an idea of what I was gonna go for. My first couple of drawings, one of them was straight up a fire chicken. It was not a phoenix at all. It was like
Squishable fire chicken.
I have it sitting right next to me actually. I think it's actually pretty charming.
I like it already.
Oh my god. The fire chicken.
Yep.
That,
And
that
he's
is straight up a
That'd
chicken.
be good, like Zodiac, like Year of the Hen.
yeah, more like a rooster.
A rooster, that's what it is, not a hen.
It's the year
Maybe it's
of
for
the rooster
Zodiac
right now.
school.
Is it?
Yeah, I only know because every 12
Oh,
years.
oh, you're
and
right.
I'm 24, so
Mhm.
rooster.
Jenna, you do see burb. You see two burb. All right, this one is better burb. It is a chunky fire Articuno. It's like if Moltres had a little bit too much to eat. It's never the never the coolest legendary bird, honestly.
Excuse me, Leon Valor just went to left.
Oh, well, you should. I had someone the weekend Pokemon Go released. I went out with my friends to try and catch Pokemon, obviously, and a guy rode by on on a bike, and he stopped. He like screeched to a halt, pointed behind him, said, "There's a Bulbasaur back there," and then like sped off, and then stopped, came back, and asked what team we were on, and we told him Mystic, and he scoffed and said, "Team Yellow for life," and then rode off into the night. It was the most bizarre interaction I think I've ever had. It's like, you don't know me. You don't know me, bike man.
No.
No. Absolutely not. I haven't caught 1 million Magikarp.
I've caught a million regular ones.
All right. Well, I also had some other ideas for what we could draw this stream. So I'm gonna put the Phoenix is a bird and also very cute. So I'm gonna prioritize the Phoenix. But we also had a skeleton, which I very excitedly on our list of squishables to design, excitedly and in all caps put my name down. So.
Do you want me to keep doing these and so do only this one, or do you want me to just do sketches and stuff
Up to you.
Yeah, Jenna, right? They were so bizarre. It was so surreal. Everyone was outside, but sort of like looking down, you could always tell who was playing.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's kind of what the switching screen
That's
so.
totally fine. We'll do the other two tomorrow.
Steady. Now the question is should we do like a face mask, like a face thing like the Grim Reaper had, or should it wrap all the way around?
I want to say a face thing.
I understand those feels, Jay.
I would understand, but I have moons, but I am tracks.
I guess the other thing is how to make little eye sockets look cute and not horrific. It should be big?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Cute.
Ah. Ah.
Maybe in the middle.
Like that? Is that what you meant, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now he's spooky, but not in a good way.
Too spooky. How spooky? Too spooky.
Okay, so shaped like
Oh.
cute, right?
Yeah, this sort of like pathetic skeleton.
Yeah, slightly pathetic. Like that.
Aw. Had sad teardrop eyes.
And I should make this more of a thing. But if anyone wants to like draw along, sometimes when we've been live before, people draw some stuff and then send it to us on Facebook, which is linked under the stream, and we'll put it up on the canvas so that everyone can see your beautiful art. And this one will actually be archived and viewable after we stop streaming. That was my bad last week. The video did not archive properly. I know. Boo hiss. How we drew this Cerberus will forever be lost to time.
Wow.
It's up through a house. It sees everything with its horrible. Oh, now it has glasses.
Thought it had a tongue.
Oh, that does kind of look like a tongue. Mm. Ooh. That's a tough question,
It is.
Megan.
We always realize that each of our favorite squishables changes
Totally changes.
every day.
Probably every day.
Every hour, maybe.
I mean, I'm biased, but the pineapple is pretty high on my list. The Miku is really high on my list. Also because she lives on my couch.
I have a German Shepherd that lives on my couch right now. And he's pretty cute.
It's super cute.
And I like the fluffy bunny today also.
Today is a fluffy bunny day.
Also a little biased.
Yeah, you tend to
Like
you tend to be a little bit paternal, maternal over the squishables that you design.
Mm-hmm. They are your children.
They are children. I'm going to grab my pineapple child. Family shot.
Well, I also like the flufferfish today.
Ooh, fuzzy bumblebee.
Ooh,
See,
yeah.
but like you could say any squishable, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, no, that's my favorite."
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, no, that's my favorite.
Fuzzy
That one actually is my
Bumblebee
favorite.
a particularly amazing one.
See, I hate these.
Yeah.
Have you seen what we're doing?
He is cute though.
Oh yeah.
A micro fuzzy bumblebee.
Woo. Bzz. 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 Bzz, bless you. Bzz. Team Bumblebee. Yeah, everyone's pretty excited for Tiny Boy. Tiny Buzz Boy. It's fighting in the skeleton war.
Only a couple more months until the next one.
Only a couple more months. Oh,
I mean, it's basically like
We're-
pre-Halloween season now.
we're really
Christmas
digging
is
through the
over.
trash tonight. Oh, this is actually really cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like a little no.
His arm's getting a little weird. At least on my screen.
I'm trying my best. Oh, little skeleton boy. That's actually a really good call.
That's
Yeah,
why I wanted the ghost. The ghost is good. He's also adorable.
the ghost is very spooky, but in like a Casper way, not a mean ghost way.
He's a nice ghost. Friendly ghost, if you will.
But however you say friendly ghost without infringing on any copyrights.
Yes. Minus the TM.
Friendshipy ghost.
The friendly ghost with big air quotes.
Yes. Friendish.
The acquaintancy ghost.
Ooh, I really like this skeleton.
He loves you. There's there's a skeleton inside of all of us.
That is true.
All right, so we got skeleton. We got a phoenix. Did anyone have a prototype that they're particularly passionate about seeing sketched out there in the Twitchverse? Because I could do that. Oh, yes, Sam just provided a handy dandy list of all of the things that
Most of the things.
yeah, most of the things.
Or some of the things.
A good amount of the things that are being made right now. Egg. The fried egg is very simple and pure.
We can show the egg.
We could show the egg.
Yeah. Where did it go?
And the ice cream. We could show both of those.
Probably over where the banana is.
Ah, yes.
I think he's in that one. I want to say.
Oh, yep. You know what? He's behind this post. Ah, I remember it. This post
I know I
was
put the
wrong
foods together when I was arranging the shelf. Because they
What is
aren't
this?
round.
I'm a mess.
there. Please hold.
I'm thinking a spaceship. Which is the other thing that I prepared for.
Egg and
Ooh,
the new ice cream cup? Too?
Yeah.
Egg.
We
We just got a new one.
East egg.
Another one of Pat's boys.
He just needs a cool hat.
He just needs a cool hat.
Oh, and we'll show this to Jenna as well.
Oh yeah, Jenna.
Jenna, come take one of these.
We have like 3 in the vault right now that are way oversized, but we are gonna approve this guy. I think he's finally
Delicious.
good to go. He's finally perfectly delicious.
Look at it. Look at that face.
Both of them.
Look at both of those faces. I'm slowly becoming covered in squishables, which is not a rare occurrence, honestly. Thank you. Pineapple lives over here. So we recently, actually not recently anymore, we have an alien squishable, a second alien squishable, that I think has been out long enough that he's on the retiring list. But he doesn't have any vessel, so it's time to fix that. Cue all of the X-Files theme songs.
I was gonna sing it too.
No!
What?
Jay said
Aw.
that our program crashed. Aw.
I feel your pain. I'm sure if anyone was watching the stream last week, my embarrassing spell with Photoshop where it crashed 4 times in a row, which was great. starting it off right, let me tell you. I'm trying to get this. I really like the idea of a UFO, but they're very, sort of cliche.
Never.
I mean, it would be like giant and fluffy and cuddly, so that would be novel. But I also can't imagine anything but like the the flying saucer. Never forgetty.
Mom's spaghetti.
Never forgetty. was that movie with the smiley face that had 3 eyes?
Smiley face with 3 eyes.
Yeah, that was the logo. It was some kind of, you know, some kind of crappy horror sci-fi
I
90s adventure movie. Evolution! Yes! Ooh. Thank you, Throwhouse, for having my back. Oh, yes. I feel like those 3 eyes is just what this UFO needs.
Oh, I like his little U mouth.
I actually kind of like this more than I thought I would. Yeah, Mulder makes everything better. No, actually, I take that back. Scully makes everything better. Mulder makes everything worse. All right, well, those are some pretty solid starts, I think. So I'm inclined because the Phoenix and the skeleton would be a little bit harder to do the turnaround. I'm inclined to do one of them just to show how I think about the side views and the front views and stuff. You got the last mini axolotl. Ooh. Good snipe.
I hope you water
Good pull.
some good plants.
Yes, yeah, that was it. I don't know, Megan, if you saw the watering plants comic. That was one of Rachel's.
What's his favorite hobby?
It was very good. Axolotls apparently love to try and grow plants. Okay, Sam, do you have any opinions as to which of these I should go with?
I like. Let's go with the skeleton.
The skeleton? Okay.
And or the phoenix.
Yeah, I was picking between these two really.
Okay. Should I flip a coin?
You should flip a coin.
Okay.
we should have the chat flip a coin.
Skeleton is heads.
Okay, skeleton is heads. I'm trusting you here. I'm not watching you do this. I don't trust Sam at all. Sam, that's not how you flip a coin. That's how you. That's how you
Heads.
drop a coin.
It's heads. It's skeleton.
Okay, it's a skeleton.
We threw it up in the air.
These Twitch experts on here. Is there a way for me to full screen this with the little chat window?
Okay.
I want the screen to be bigger.
The winner is the skeleton. Okay. So, as I'm sure those of you who have submitted to Project Open Squish can attest to, it's kind of hard to imagine one of these guys in 3D and get everything just right. Bye, Jenna.
Enjoy your food.
Go have good foods. Go have the good food. Especially since when we're doing designing, we mostly take out all the cute bells and whistles, like adding little floofs of fur and shading and stuff. It's flat. It's very descriptive, like clean black lines, so that we know exactly, where we should put stitches and where we should put seams and blah blah blah. So skeleton, this would be the sketch that I start with. Like, okay, I have an idea of where I want things to go. And then I generally would just sort of loosely trace over it to get all the scales right, and the placement. So you get like this cute little flattened ball shape. Also, I was not drawing nearly centered enough. I'm probably also going to have to redo this 3/4 sketch at least a little bit because it's a little janky. Yeah, Megan, right? It's hard. It's what I find a good place to start is either doing it if you're using a computer over, like tracing it, or if you're on a piece of paper side by side and using a ruler to measure out where important points hit. So, say if I'm doing this on the side, I would sort of like make a little imaginary ring around where the bottom of the little teeth lay, and I know that they translate to maybe about here on the side if he's looking this way. So if he's facing 100% to the side, then we'll probably only see maybe half of one tooth and maybe 2 teeth. And then follow the cap along the line that we already drew. This is incredibly messy, but that's fine. Got to start somewhere. And then the eye, this eye would probably end, if you look maybe where it is in relation to the tooth on the underdrawing, it lines up to just about here. So I would line up just about here. And that's where the eye would go. Trying to line it up. And I also use like guides a lot. So trying to line it up exactly where it would be if you turned this. Even that's a little low. And also I use Photoshop, so I get to cheat a lot and and like select things and transform them. So the pressure is a little bit off getting it right the first time. Just getting the feel of it usually is good enough.
Are you doing this on a totally separate side view layer?
Yes. So this is a layer on top of the original drawing, and then I turned down the opacity of the original drawing so that this guy is still like totally intact. And you don't lose anything, because the worst thing in the world is drawing something on the wrong layer and ruining your whole drawing. Hey Dartzul, welcome back. All right, so now like for the sternum is right underneath the middle 2 teeth, and so from the side you'd probably see about half of it. It'd start right underneath the teeth and then go down to about here, and sort of like double check with the guides. Like, okay, it's probably about there, since it would curve a little bit up, maybe slightly above that. A lot of times, especially for people who haven't submitted to Open Squish a whole lot, the inclination is that the side view has a radically different shape than the front view. Really, they're all going to be spheres. So starting with a circle sort of, I think, is a little bit confusing, can be confusing when you start. But as you keep adding details, it slowly begins to make more sense. Okay, so this is probably going to be the trickiest part. So if you see on the original view, this shoulder blade thing is not quite halfway around. So I'd say maybe it's like 3/4 of the way from the front. So not quite. Here, I'll show you exactly where I mean. So this is where you kind of have to be imaginative and say, okay, so the shoulder blade isn't going to be quite halfway through. This is the dividing line of 50%. It's going to be maybe here, and I think that feels pretty good. Sort of have to feel out these things. So if I want the shoulder blade to be about here, and again, I'm just following this imaginary line from the bottom of the underdrawing to the bottom of my current shoulder blade. Like, sweep that around. Maybe like about there. And I would like this to be more of a circle, so I'm going to try doing that. Perspective is also a thing that makes these look a little weird. Tends to not be super important until you really get some sort of complicated shapes going. Like, the advantage of this skeleton is that all the limbs that he has are little nubs, so it's hard to make a little nub not in perspective, because it's going to be a little nub no matter what. Now the ribs, they're going to be, because you're viewing it at a different angle, the ribs are going to be much shorter than they are in the underdrawing, but they're going to hit the same, they're going to reach the same points. So the ribs go from the sternum to the shoulder blade, and there are 4 of them. So you start out at the top, and you just boop, follow the curve of the imaginary curve of the squishable. 3, 4. And so you might not immediately recognize that that's sort of how it would look from the side, but I think the more you sort of conceptualize these things, and really just the more that you draw them, I think the easier it gets. Got to draw a lot of spheres, and then hip bone, kind of.
Connected to the leg portion.
It goes just, that's even a little too far. It goes not quite up into where the ribs go. So it has sort of this shape to it. With a little socket for the nub. And I did sort of the same thing with the limb, the length of the limb, as with the other things. Just start out here and then draw an imaginary curve to where the end should be. Even that is a little bit short. I think I might give it more. And then the same thing with the arm. The arm goes down to just past the 4th rib. So you make this just past the 4th rib, and having a detail be sort of like a marker for yourself is very useful. So you always measure things in relation to the specific detail. And I think I want him to have a spine on the back. So I'm going to put in a little spine. Yeah, that is a good suggestion, Darth Zool. Definitely, if you're having trouble drawing a squishable, and if you have one, then draw it. Or, you know, even if you don't have one, there's lots of pictures. Tracing can really help early on if you're struggling with a particular thing, like, oh, I don't know how to draw this sideways. You can just trace it. No one's going to care. And this is really just for my own reference. So that I know that this is going to be in a dark fabric. What do you think, Sam? Does that look like a pretty convincing side view?
I do.
Magic!
Probably want to bring the ribs around the back, potentially.
Yeah, like all the way around. There's a lot of dead space here.
Yeah. But that's something. I mean, we could even just have them, even though it won't be exactly anatomically correct, maybe having them come out of the spine in the back. But we can definitely play with that.
So this would look maybe more like... I'm just gonna pop his arm off. Boop. Like wrap totally around.
I think that's probably the best way to do it instead of having
Okay.
them come out of the spine. And having these being kind of molded.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
I think I had originally thought of this as sort of like a Grim Reaper 2.0, but if we could do like a full rep, that could be really cool.
We'll definitely have to see. Might be a little
Who
too
knows?
detailed for them to be able to make happen, but it does look.
Definitely looks...
Pop the arm back on, I think it should work.
pop the arm back on.
Pop that arm back on.
Technically, you know.
It looks pretty cute. That's the other thing, especially when you're sketching. If you're ever sketching something and you do like a side view or a front view or something doesn't look right, chances are it's not right and you can just redraw it, which is really tough because sometimes you spend so much time on these that the mere thought of getting rid of a drawing is emotionally devastating. But just redo it, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Practice makes better.
It's true. Oh, I know, Megan. That fossil is super cute.
It
He's
is.
retired.
He is retiring. Gotta make way for new skeletons.
He's going to
It's going to turn into
the great
petroleum.
big underground in the sky.
Charles, introduce yourself. I didn't introduce you earlier.
Ah. Wait, where are we? Oh, hi. I'm Charles. I'm the managing squisher. I'm involved in puns,
Mostly puns.
distractions,
Very much so.
wasting time,
Every day.
Also
contract drafting and editing.
Yeah, a little bit.
And what else do I do? Clearly not shave.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing else really. So this is Twitch.
It's Twitch.
Hi,
You're
Twitchers.
on Twitch.
Hi, Twitchy ones. I don't know what you call them.
Probably Twitchers is a good
Twitchers?
starting point.
Cool. So is that like what is that?
It's a little skeleton design.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Those ribs look like a shield of some sort.
Well, we're gonna make them a little bit more rib-like, I think.
Okay.
So it's not like a like a rib plate, like a rib witch stuck to the front.
Ribs.
Sometimes he just goes full Homer Simpson on us.
Yeah. Well. What you get for bringing up ribs?
It's true. It is my own fault. Now I want ribs.
Quick.
Someone order ribs.
Thing with the ribs, right?
Quick, someone order ribs.
There have been less convincing arguments for just as much food.
Like, let's get ribs. That was the argument.
Yeah. Someone has glanced cannolis on my screen, Aaron, and then gone and got cannolis.
Remember how many times we got pie?
Yes.
Oh, the pumpkin pie. Yes.
You just
Like
say
3
the word
times a
pie,
week.
and someone comes into the office with a pie. Not that I'm
Of course,
complaining.
there's the coffee situation.
Well,
Yes, our horrible caffeine addiction.
Hi, Darth Zool.
Charles says hi. You can hear him. I just wanted to repeat it. For those of you just joining us, we're drawing a little squishable skeleton. He's so cute. He is handling the afterlife with pizzazz. Oh no, there's only 3 ribs. Sometimes you start a drawing and you realize that you have totally screwed it up. Then maybe 3 ribs would be easier to draw. And you should have done 3 ribs to begin with. Oh, thanks, Kierwin. Megan, the craziest fabric swatch. Well, Sam can tell you a thing or two about fabric swatches.
Let me grab a few. Let's see what we have handy here.
Fabric swatches have become an ever-present force in Sam's life. Soon she's going to go crazy and turn into a fabric swatch. You know, I actually like it better with 3 ribs. And I'm not just saying that because I'm lazy.
No, I really want this.
Rachel, do you have any like miscellaneous folders printed?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's the one that just has random
Oh,
friends.
wait. We got some wacky ones. You want weird swatches?
Yeah,
I've got
there's a whole
cache
box of them,
wacky
right?
swatches.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for.
We recently got, this is the book, right? Oh no,
no, we have the book too. Where is the book? Let me find that.
We recently got books and boxes and all sorts of crazy things.
Let's see. Now the problem with a lot of these is, even though the print looks pretty cool,
Ooh.
it is not our
Ooh.
typical squishable length, or necessarily the quality.
It's true. We
I
take
don't
the
know.
utmost care.
You can't quite tell in this one, but it's kind of right in between our short fur and our regular long fur, and it is very soft.
Ooh, crazy.
Can I pet it?
But if that was on a big 15-inch squishable, it's not going to look like a squishable,
No.
So it's very
unfortunately. We have some weird things like this.
It looks like duct
Like
tape,
duct tape,
guys.
but it's fabric.
We're gonna make a roll of duct tape squishable.
But we do have, sorry Charles, a little sneak peek into something that we are definitely using.
Whoa.
It's weird, but it's cool. Little sneak peek of some gold shiny fabric. That's all I'll say about that one for now. I think there's some weird ones in here. We have some really weird textured ones too.
Yeah. Oh, they're like 3D and sculpted almost.
If you can tell. Hold this one up.
This one is. It's almost like the little tips are 3D. Like, oh yeah, see, look at that.
Oh yeah. It's got some topography there.
Oh.
Yes.
I feel
It's
that.
it's very weird.
What?
It is very weird.
Oh.
I'm not sure how I would feel about a plush toy with that
I'm
fabric.
trying to figure out what the practical use for this is.
Sometimes you don't need a practical use.
Right. But there is plenty more where that came from. We have hundreds and hundreds of fur
Here's
swatches.
this weird one. If you want it back.
Rachel's like, please take this away from me.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Actually, here's those books. Let me see if there's anything particularly crazy in here. Yeah, there's some funky ones.
Alright, so now we got them down to 3 ribs. I like that.
Yeah, I think 3 ribs is good.
And you know what's a really good way to cheat? Just copy and paste.
Don't let them know the secrets.
It's definitely not a secret.
Well, we're still on the fur topic.
Oh, I definitely screwed that side view up.
Ooh.
Ooh! Whoa! Look at the weird swirly,
ones.
weird.
I'm not quite sure
Ah.
what we'll do with that.
Can I
but
see this?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a face in one of them.
Oh.
see the
The
face.
purple one.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
There's like flowers in it. Oh.
Spooky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like almost like a
Wallpaper.
weird wallpaper, like washcloth
Wallpaper
kind of
squishable.
thing,
Terry cloth robe.
and then like a glittery
Glitter.
glitter. Not again, not maybe the highest quality.
Yeah, that's the
But very
biggest
fancy.
problem. There's some cool ones here, but they look a little bit cheap.
I want to look through this. This is pretty entertaining. Oh,
Now I have
it's longer.
totally screwed up this side view, so we're going to fix it.
This is like the nicest long length fur I've ever touched.
There's some good stuff in there.
Amidst the weird stuff, there is some good stuff.
It's like pink leopard fur is so soft. So soft.
This should go down a little bit more. See, like here, it's like this tooth is almost kissing right up to that rib, and the side view, I had it very far away, so it's sort of details like that you can home in on when you're thinking to yourself, why doesn't this look right? I did everything correctly. Just what I say to myself every day. Get this mostly locked in. Okay, and then you take your copied arm and you just stick it right on there.
Oh, this one feels really orange.
Yeah, a lot of them are very.
Some of these like these ones that are soft pillows that are kind of like a in between length are really soft. I want these.
I'd like them to make just a big blanket out of some of these.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Should connect like that. How things connect to the body of these squishables is also a really tough thing to get right. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Pretty good.
Ew. This one. It's like curly.
What's up, Pulpwood Smith? Gonna call you Pulpwood. My personal favorite squishable. Right. Okay, well, my favorite squishable changes every time someone mentions a squishable, but the budgie has been my favorite for a pretty long time. He's not quite out yet. He's all approved. I am his father.
Well.
I have approved of him.
Sam, where do you want
Sure,
me
it
to
means a
put
lot.
It does mean a lot. Thank you.
Before you did that, I saw him in the corners humming "Cats in the Cradle" to himself.
Well, I'm glad that he's snapped out of it.
Like, curly. Could be good. Like, it feels good. Yeah, it feels awful.
Yeah, the cursed fabrics. The cursed fabrics are certainly cursed. All right, now gotta do a back view because I decided to have a spine.
Yeah. This one
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that
good.
move that I did before and just trace over the side view.
Like this. I want all the little high. I feel like this one does. Right? Yeah. Also clear line. On the back part. It's
So another kind of weird thing that is hard to get down. So in the front view, the skull cap thing kind of swoops up. In the side view, you can kind of see the curve that it makes. That would actually look different from the back. So I couldn't just do this and have it be the same thing. The skull ends here, which means that if you draw a line, if this is the back view, back, then that means that it would hit here in the middle, which means that the skull would sort of more look like a scalloped thing. So the skull ends here on the sides. Boop.
Ew.
It would have to curve up like this and sort of converge right. Oh. Control C is your friend. So it looks a little bit weird, but I think that this is actually how I want it to look. I want it to have sort of like a point in the back and comes forward. Sort of how skulls are, actually. Ooh, ooh, a couple of good questions on the stream. Are you two still going over cursed fabric?
No, we're actually trying to come up with something.
This one has
that might be useful.
copyrighted mouse heads.
Okay, wait, no, these are some good questions for all of us. So wait.
Yes.
Megan asked, what is the most crazy idea we've ever had for a squishable design? And Jay asked, if we could get the licensing for anything, what would we get?
Okay. Craziest idea? Let me look at our list right now.
I'm not that crazy.
Rachel's not crazy.
I think all I was really pushing for was like corn and peach, and it's happening. So
You were
that's
just-
how wild I get.
Yeah, her agenda consists of peaches and corn.
There's some weird ones I don't even want to say, but like this one. Some of them are just tough to come up with how to do them, so they're on our low list, like a constellation or.
I know how to do that.
And it would be cool. A rose. We have a tough time with flowers.
Flowers
these
are hard.
aren't that weird. What is a weird one? A book is a little weird, but I think we could totally do it.
Totally do that.
Cute book. An ampersand. That's a little weird.
That one, I think that one was
we're
always
big design people. We love, a good ampersand, but I don't
good.
know how great
Good
that'll translate.
typography. Mm.
Yeah.
I think probably on that list the constellation is the weirdest.
Yeah.
The craziest.
When it comes to foods, we have some weird ones too. Lollipop, not sure how we would do that.
Don't know how we do a lollipop.
Yeah, the stick would not.
Some of these are gonna be totally good. That one. Popcorn is gonna be really tough to
Popcorn.
do.
Yeah, not sold on popcorn.
Or anything else in a bowl. We do have the ramen that's coming out that's in a bowl. So I wanna see if you guys end up liking that, and if it if you do, maybe we'll try some others in a bowl. Like spaghetti and meatballs could be very cute.
I'm gonna draw some milk carton.
Oh, milk carton would be
Milk
It's
carton.
on the list and that sounds adorable. So.
yeah.
Rachel has added milk carton to her agenda.
It sounds super cute.
Ooh, did Mindy do a lollipop for us? Are we gonna see her in Project Open Squish soon?
I don't remember seeing lollipop, but Adria probably did.
Sweet. All right, well then she's gonna school us.
Awesome. Cool. Okay.
This is the worst fur I've ever touched.
Yeah, there's some weird ones. Okay, the question about the licensing rights to any
Nice,
sort of
I'm looking
video
forward to
game,
it,
what
Megan.
would we like to make?
I
Well,
want Animal Crossing.
the
But that will
obvious-
never happen.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much. Okay, so Jay, your question. Pretty much anything by Nintendo.
Yeah,
I think
we're all.
if Nintendo if anything in the world, because people write to us with an alarming frequency, confusing Squishables with Pokemon. We can't make Pokemon. I'm sorry. But if Nintendo ever noticed that we existed, we could do good Kirby. Could do good Animal Crossing.
Oh, Kirby would be so good.
Kirby
Oh,
perfect.
Kirby and Meta
These
Knight.
are our wish lists.
Yeah, wish list.
Yeah.
Never will
Alright,
happen.
guys, have a
Anybody
good night.
from
Good
Bye,
night.
Aaron.
anyone from Nintendo's watching?
Please.
We have to work with
Yeah.
you.
Someone forward this stream to Nintendo, please. Oh, Megan. Yeah, I feel like Pusheen that would be a conflict of interest with
Yeah,
Pusheen.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
We
they
love
already have
Pusheen.
one.
I do love Pusheen. They do such a good job.
What is this?
Parachute.
What did they send me?
Oh, I thought there was nothing
Oh,
there.
I think this is like the tutu.
Yeah. Weird
Oh,
tool.
this kind of feels nice and weird at the same time.
What I also like to do, actually,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a weird book.
Okay.
I know we only really ever require from Project Open Squish 3 views. Is that right? We say like front, side, and then optional detail, or
We
is it
like
front,
to
side,
see-
back?
We like to see either front, side, back. We like to see 3 views. So
Right.
a main view, which is typically a 3/4 view,
Three-quarter.
and then either a side and a back, or sometimes like a side and a belly, or a top, whatever like is an interesting view that'll help us to understand how to put it together, and all of that.
And I generally like to myself do 4, which is the like side, back, 3/4, and then directly front, because 3/4 can sometimes, the perspective distorts half of the features, not by a lot, and sometimes it's very clear what it should be, in which case I don't feel it's super necessary, but in case of a skeleton, it might be a little bit of a gamble to just assume anything. So I'm going to just go ahead and ooh, skelly front. Once again, tracing like a champ. But once these views sort of build on one another, like, okay, so we did a side view based on the 3/4 view, and then we did a back view based on the side view, and now I'm doing a front view based on the back view, because really I want the front to be fairly symmetrical to the back. I want the ribs to wrap around, exactly the same on each side. So it's a good place to start from. We know that the sides end at that point, so we can just draw a line across there. He has 4 teeth, which I did not center because reasons. Ugh. 4 little teeths.
If you guys could make a Pusheen, I would cry of happiness. Have you been over that yet?
Yes.
Yes.
There are already plush Pusheen.
Ugh.
There's an army of them.
I was so like jealous when I met the Pusheen person at Toy Fair.
It was like meeting a celebrity.
It wasn't like meeting a. It wasn't like meeting a.
No,
Celebrity.
it
was a
literally
celebrity.
was meeting a celebrity
Yeah.
because she is famous and so is Pusheen.
Please, please let me work with you.
Why would we do that? They say to us as we cry.
Lend is bigger and can give us more money.
Ooh, don't tell us that, Megan. You're gonna start a turf war.
But Pusheen's cute, so.
I know.
Pusheen plush collection is starting to
Charles
rival.
can't even
Well, if
say
you're
that.
worried about a rival, you should pick bigger and meaner squishables. Like one Pusheen versus how many T-Rexes could take to bring down a Pusheen? How many Pusheens?
Oh wait, this is a question for
I
Charles.
was just gonna say.
What's the question?
Before you leave.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I don't
Hey,
know.
what's up?
Pulpwood, I don't know if you know what you've done, but you're about to get a lecture on licensing in
You're
football.
not going to get a lecture. You're going to get a friendly little convo.
A friendly
Anyway.
convo,
Thought
yeah.
on making NCAA mascots.
Oh, wow. That would be a great thing if we did that.
Ah! Oh my!
Oh, okay. You're running behind a little bit. Yeah. This is an example of this. If you go to like the shop section, the shop pull down on our website, and you go to like Yay Team, we have like a whole bunch of college mascots in this like 5-inch size. This is an Oregon Duck. We have Oregon, Oregon State, Washington, Washington State, Virginia Tech, University of Wisconsin, University of Kansas, University of Connecticut, and Penn State. But we're always adding more. That's and I'd always like to hear who you'd want to license. Do you have a school in mind?
Pulpwood.
Who? What?
That's his name.
Pulpwood?
Pulpwood Smith.
Okay, I was gonna say that's not a school, but
That's the.
Pulpwood State. So
Oh,
Pulpwood, anywhere in particular you want us to do it? Oh God, sorry, that's the bottom half of my head.
Yep. Sorry, we're.
Wait,
Th-
did he just
there
say
you go.
something?
It said Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia Bulldogs, yes. I'd be interested in doing that because we have like a bulldog we were going to do in this size because there's so many schools that have bulldog mascots. I know Uga is special, and I know that there's like very few things on the internet that's as cute as Uga lying on a bed of ice. I don't know if you've seen those. Gets kind of hot down on the field in Georgia.
Oh,
So there's this
that sounds
bulldog
really
just
cute.
splayed out on the ice. That's awesome. But no, you're right. Good idea. You know, Georgia's definitely pretty high up on our list of schools to do next.
It's also a lot about getting the permissions.
Yes,
and,
they also have to let us do it.
Yeah, they need to want to do it.
Yes, which means they need to know that like we make a lot of them, which we will. But yeah, just give it time. But this is the problem with this. It's not like a substitutable thing. Not like, oh, we don't have a brontosaur, but we have a T-Rex. Like we don't have your cat, but we've got a Siamese. Like
Yeah, it's
just
true.
as like, oh no, Georgia. You don't
You've
like.
gotta do
We don't
it.
have Georgia, but how do you feel about Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Right? They're both red.
Like they're both kind of similar, right?
They're both kind of similar. They're both red. I mean, they're not really rivals, so like that's okay.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be breaking any rules.
Yeah, go ahead, Pulpy. I can't even see that.
Pulpwood Smith.
Go ahead, Pope Woodsmith, and yeah, I suggest you pick up the Wisconsin Badger. That's how we're gonna handle this.
Thank you, Charles. I'm glad that you were there and hadn't left yet because I would have just been like, we do that maybe. I don't know.
We do that. I'm gonna go home, and when I get home, I'm going to read this book over here. It's called Super Fan.
Ah, shameless plug.
It's a murder mystery.
Product placement.
Yes.
This is the book that Aaron and Zoe wrote that I mentioned before.
I need to look at the half and half.
This is the bag that says that my parents subscribed to the New Yorker in the mid-90s.
This is not a sponsored stream.
Yeah. Bye, Internet.
Bye, Charles.
Bye, Pat. Internet, I'll see you again at the subway station. Pat, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
You know what I forgot to do on the back view? Silly me. Is add the little shoulder caps.
Uh-huh.
Boop. I want these to be 3D. I'm sorry if my zooming and rotating the canvas is making you motion sick, but it's not gonna stop. So take that for what you want. My friend is from Texas. Squishable. Oh. Jonathan, let me sell you on the Squishable Texas.
That is a phrase.
It's shaped like Texas, and it has a little hat. And I don't know what else you want from a
It's
Texas
also
plush toy.
winking.
Yeah, so it's like sort of a sassy slash charming Texas, which is, I feel like, a pretty good representation of Texas. Megan, you're just gonna have to get Jonathan in touch with us. We'll convince him. That's the thumbnail. I'm not sure if this is actually going to be able to go on Facebook, but I am going to start publishing all of our Twitch streams on our YouTube channel. So, in case social media wasn't overwhelming enough, there are more things for you to follow. Mostly because Twitch will delete these after 2 weeks, and I don't want that. I want these to live on forever. It's also why I'm not playing any music, because anywhere but Twitch that has this video is legal. So. So they kind of go from halfway. Looks about right. I think this skeleton is super cute. For all you open Squish designers, I hope that this has been a helpful exercise, because I really wanted to show sort of like my own process for making these. See, now I'm just sort of guessing at how big these are. Yeah, and just another Halloween decoration to buy. I feel like my apartment is Halloween all the time though, so if anyone feels the same way, then this skeleton will never be out of place. Megan, actually, the YouTube channel is not new, but it is where we put we'll cross post. So if we do a YouTube video or a Facebook video, we'll put it on YouTube. Nice. Glad to hear it, Jay. Rachel, do you have any really crazy squishables other than the milk?
I'm drawing the milk right now.
Oh, you're drawing the milk? Ooh. Okay, good.
I refuse to let this milk idea die.
I think a milk carton squishable would be really cute. I don't think that's crazy at all. Sam, what are you still doing here?
I know, I gotta go.
Sam was supposed to leave at 6. And then it's just gonna be us. And Rachel.
I'm still here drawing milks.
But Rachel is just here drawing milk, so.
Milk's gonna happen.
I think milk will be very cute. I was drawing rhinos, but they're very tough. Like, extra cute.
Yeah, you know who are tough?
Uh-oh. Might be taking the stairs, apparently.
Oh, yeah, I
All
saw.
my corn drawings just fell on.
From Megan, would you guys ever go to an anime convention? I think we used to do conventions ourselves, but now we have some wonderful, lovely distributors called Dragons Trading, right? It's Dragons Trading. And they carry Squishables to all of the major cons. And Rachel, if you want to pop onto the Dragons Trading website, there's a convention schedule. You can post it in the chat.
Dragons trade.
Also, Jay.
Dragons trade.
Yes, I am obsessed with Tokidoki, the milk. I have a little it's stuck to my monitor. I have a little milk figure.
They sell Animal Crossing things.
Rachel, focus.
Oh. Okay, yes, I can put the link to Dragon Stream. Megan, you understand. Animal Crossing is life. Animal Crossing.
Oh.
Not Atlantic City.
I was like, that's a weird thing to love.
AC is not life.
AC is certainly not life. Spoken from true Jersey kids.
Yeah, from real life.
My experience of
Ooh.
Atlantic City is the airport one time. And that's it.
And
Okay,
even
well,
that's
I'm glad.
even that's enough.
Yeah. Some Spirit Airlines.
Yes, yes. I've been there as well. Alright, so long, friends.
Goodbye, Sam.
Good night, and see you next week, touch.
All right. So we got this. I think we got this little dude pretty good. I also tend to not know how any of the sides are going to end up when I start because I constantly change everything about them. What's up, Amy?
He is quite cute.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
Now I'm just gonna get stuck in this Dragons Trading website.
Okay, so prototype. This is usually where I would stop before, like, sort of pitching it to the art team. All of us, all four of us. But because we still have plenty of time left on this stream and I'm feeling sassy, we're gonna start inking it.
I'm telling Zoe on this.
Yeah, Rachel's gonna tell Zoe that I started inking a design
Without permission.
without permission. Well, she's not here, so she can't stop me.
It's okay, I'm drawing milks, so they weren't on my list.
Yes, time for sass. Trill House. I think if I were to create a story for myself, which wouldn't be the official story, you know, that's just like whatever each individual squishable person wants to believe is up to them. But I think this is sort of like an old, maybe like an ancient squishable that was brought back into squishhood by some mysterious supernatural force. That's just me, though. I try to always ink sassily. With like just a touch of spite. It adds some flavor to the line weight. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's
You're
past.
just forming things and
Yeah,
they're not words.
It's past my bedtime. No, but everyone, all the bosses are gone, so we're just having fun now. Okay, I'm glad that at least my backstory for Skilly is making sense, even if nothing else I'm saying is making sense. It's so funny when I'm drawing Squishables, I think about this a lot actually. How like the tiniest variation in eyes
Makes them creepy.
makes a world of difference. It's crazy. Like they're two circles should not be as expressive as they are, and like if just like a tiny fraction is shaved off of one of the circles, it ends up being a horrifying mess. Amy, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see your little squishy design. Do I name my squishables? I tend to. I tend to name them. Well, Miku, I have a Miku, and of course her name is just Miku because that's who it is. I feel like I give really obvious names to my squishables.
What's your pineapple's name?
My pineapple's name is Paul.
Obvious.
Maybe that's not the most obvious name. Maybe I'm lying.
Oh, what's your name pineapple? Oh, just Paul. You know.
Yeah, well,
Typical
it
Paul.
makes sense to me.
Some alliteration at least.
I think my Grim Reaper is just named Grim, which is way more obvious than Paul.
Yes.
Jay, I'm glad that I'm not the only one whose entire being does not make sense.
I'm pretty sure I just call my squishables like my children.
Yeah.
Just be like, this is my son.
Right, Amy? You just like erase a little bit, and suddenly they're happy, and you add a little bit, and suddenly they're sad, and you take away just the wrong bit, and suddenly they're really creepy. The eyes have it. Also, it's very strange inking squishable drawings because usually, if I'm doing just like a drawing for myself, I won't, I just won't care. I won't care as much. A little straight line, you could fix it with another line, fix it with another line. They don't need to precisely line up. But for squishables, you're trying to describe like exactly where a particular thing or a particular shape, and like if your drawing isn't 100% accurate, there's a chance that it's going to look weird. So I always spend like an exorbitant amount of time inking these. So in case anyone feels like they do it slow, then you're not alone. And if you do it fast, then more power to you, because I certainly can't.
For my like not squishable artwork, I don't usually like actually care about line art, and I basically just kind of paint it in as I go.
Yeah.
So whenever I have to do the really clean, I'm like,
Yeah.
precise.
It has to be so clean, right? It's really annoying. Like this, like, oh yeah, normally I wouldn't care that that line was a little quivery, but this is for a nice professional design document, so I'm gonna try my best.
It's gonna be the cleanest.
Hobby Logic's perspective is hard, right? It's so hard.
We don't need it.
Who needs it?
Put
I
things in
don't.
whatever space we want.
I also tend to just correct as I go, which is not a good practice. I should plan out things better, but... Okay, you guys have my back. I appreciate this. Yeah, I feel like that's a good description. They're deceptively simple. Rachel is abandoning me! Now I'm all alone. I just have all of you out there. Also, thank all of you guys for for sticking around with us, and by both the elevators are down. Okay, well, I guess we can never leave the office, so... Rachel, what flavor milk are you drawing?
I feel like it should be strawberry. That's just my feeling.
Oh, that is totally strawberry milk.
Right?
Rachel has some killer strawberry milk designs going.
My little berries.
I hope that she will show them to us.
I can hand this to you after I draw this little strawberry.
Yes. Please do.
Here are my milks. Including still a
Milk.
little jug of milk.
Oh, and it's only 60 calories.
It's like
Wait.
one of the little ones like you would get in like high school, like
Yeah.
this size milk.
Oh, these are adorable.
We're making milk. I'm determined.
This
My
is
new
so
corn.
cute. I love the little bottle.
The little silly one.
Yeah, I love the little silly one. She has some ancillary faces.
Then I gave
Look at
it the
those.
stupidest face.
Only 60 kilocalories. That's so responsible.
It's portion controlled milk.
Oh, thanks, Amy. I tried to mix up how I colored the Cerberus because I used almost all watercolor brushes in Photoshop, which I never do. I think it came out pretty decently for a little experiment. Milk. See, everyone.
I'm finding the right emoji to respond to them with.
Everyone loves your milk, Rachel.
Thank you.
I think it's great.
I just need the right face. Which I have to look up every time I want one. Because these websites are letting me down.
So normally, the way that these prototypes go, for Project Open Squish, Open Squish. It's pretty straightforward. You know, if a design gets enough votes on our website, high enough score, then we make it. You know, it goes pretty much right to prototyping. And when we get it in, we sometimes an Open Squish design doesn't quite translate well enough to make it into the line. But more often than not, there's a ton of Open Squish designs that are available, and you can buy them. But for in-house designs, usually it takes a little bit longer. Like I said, I would usually take the sketches, and bring them to like an art meeting and try and convince everyone that I'm right. Sometimes we do a thing that my boss calls Frankensteining, where everyone draws a version or two of the design. So like everyone would draw 2 skeletons, and then we pick the best parts, and someone would finish it, like with all the component parts. Oh, Amy, so I'm rotating the canvas by holding down the R button.
Ooh.
And this is in Photoshop. So my go-to shortcut is holding down R and then spinning. You can spin the canvas, and then when you take your finger off of the R button, then it will turn back into your brush. I actually didn't know that.
I just learned a new shortcut right now.
For literally years, I did not know that if you press and hold a keyboard shortcut in Photoshop, when you release the button, it will turn back into the tool that you were using. And it literally changed my life.
I'm learning. This is great.
So, word to the wise.
I don't actually have that many of them memorized.
I also, apparently, I'm weird for doing this, but Rachel was chastising me for using the radial wheel on my Wacom tablet. Does anyone else use that? I use this all the time. Like, look at this. I have my tab. I have eraser, brush, lasso. I use that all the time.
I'm pretty sure I like set shortcuts to my radial wheel, and I've never used it.
Well, that is silly of you.
I don't know. I feel like it was more work than.
Sometimes you gotta switch it up. Wow, those are different sizes. Sometimes when you're inking something, you just like realize how badly you messed up.
Oh.
Like, oh, it looked fine in a sketch.
She's got a great pelvis.
It looked fine in a sketch. And then, it doesn't when you finish it. But that's fine. Making mistakes actually in sketching, I feel like teaches me a whole lot more than getting it right.
This is true.
Oh, Jay. You use GIMP, right? Yeah, it's really hard for me to justify the Photoshop subscription, but I'm too in it. I'm too in it.
And that's why you're like me, and you just have old Photoshop and don't buy the new one.
It's true. But now Creative Cloud. I was very skeptical of doing the Creative Cloud after, like, directly after CS6 because I had CS5. Yeah, Amy, exactly.
I wish I had 5 or 6 just so that I could use custom brushes, because no one makes custom brushes for CS4, and it makes me sad.
It's true.
Because you can't use ones for 5 and up for 4 and under.
Ugh, it's so sad. Rachel, you're gonna have to fix this one day.
Also, 6 is when they started doing the image recovery, and when I used to have 6
Ugh.
at the school, because it was like free from, like, with my tuition and whatever, it was great, because I had all the image recovery, and now I don't.
Image recovery is so important, especially because
When you
Photoshop
get
tends to
used
crash.
it. Photoshop only crashes for me when I use that computer. When I use this computer, Word crashes.
Word crashes, which is bizarre, because they haven't changed Microsoft Word
That's
in
like
10 years.
4 times
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
today.
Actually, that's a really good exercise to do. I forget what my shortcut is for flip canvas, but yeah, sometimes when you flip the canvas, it does not look right. It looks 100% different.
Aw, he's a little spooky friend.
Is he? He's a little spooky friend. I'm so into this.
I like his little spooky eyes.
I feel like
I think they're a little crooked though.
yeah, they're a little crooked. That's fine. We'll fix it in post.
In post. Let's see how Facebook's doing.
All right, so I like that ink. I think that's a good ink. I have a stupid nose. Okay. So that would be probably not 100% finished. I'd probably go in and adjust all this line weight so that it's fairly uniform. I shouldn't have been using a brush with so much pen pressure sensitivity, but live and learn. But this is pretty much, this view is pretty much done. Thank you, Amy. I think they're going to be real silly looking. I really hope that this guy makes it and we end up prototyping him.
It's my favorite part, Meg.
Is coloring the Squishable your favorite part? It's mine. I really, really stress out about colors, actually. I am so stressed out when it comes to coloring. I never think that the colors that I pick look great.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I know.
I love coloring. That's why I don't ever do line art in my own work, because I'm like, nah, I just gotta get right to the coloring.
I also don't. I totally cheat with these because usually when I color, when you're coloring like a design, time is of the essence, and so I never get like the tactile pleasure of coloring in. Like, so I'll just highlight this.
Oh yeah, you'll just like select
And
and
then-
fill.
Yeah, select and then expand the bounds and then pick. We're gonna make this pink, and then fill it. Ah!
Did you just make the skeleton pink?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to update it.
So like it's a little bit lamer than actually coloring it. Now I'm just totally screwing it up. but you get the idea.
See, what I usually do is I'll select around the entire thing, and then I'll just fill like the one block, and then I still get to
Yeah,
individually.
that's
fill
actually
these
pretty smart.
pieces. Yeah, I'll just like set it to lock the capacity or whatever that one's called. You know what button it is. It's the little one with the
Yeah.
boxes on it.
Oh, I do. Oh, Pulpwood. Thank you for asking. I actually don't know. I think it's doing pretty well. Aaron and Zoe have been furiously going around and doing interviews and talking about the book, and it's really. I started it the other night. It's good. It's very. It takes a very different approach to sort of like quote unquote fandoms than how I'm used to seeing. So it's definitely very interesting. And they spent so much time. They spent like 3 years doing all this research and all these interviews. Finally got everything squared away and cited. So yeah, it's super exciting. And then Megan. Yeah, see, like I'm super indecisive, and so is Sam. So we'll, when in doubt, when we're totally lost, that's why we have our wonderful fans.
And me to count all the answers.
And then Rachel to count all of your answers, because we do actually. If I was just like a fan posting or on a company's Facebook page and like trying to give input, I would be skeptical. We do actually go in and count every vote.
I do. I use like tally counters.
Yeah, we use tally counters. We read every single comment, and sometimes it is not fun. It is like 1,000 comments, but we try to actually take the feedback that we get very seriously. We also think that you guys give really good feedback, so it's a win-win, really.
It's always interesting when like from the top comments it looks like one's gonna win, but then as you start counting them and you get farther and farther, another one starts to edge it out, and I'm like,
Yeah,
wait.
it's like a battle royale, because it is definitely arbitrary what Facebook puts first.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny actually.
It's like, what one was it where like it was an unexpected one?
Yeah, we've had a couple of questions.
With those cups the
recently.
other day, I think it was like the blue was actually really close to winning, but from the first
Yeah.
couple of comments it looked like no one was voting for blue, but then as I kept going I was like, oh, there's a lot of blues in here.
Yeah. Honestly, and it's tough because any of those colors we recently posted on our Facebook about a color scheme for a coffee cup, and some of them looked a little weird, but most of them looked really good. And I think the popular vote definitely swung more towards one side that we were leaning towards anyway. I think it was that green,
Yeah.
like sort of
The
like a
green
teal.
one.
Yeah, the green one. So it was sort of confirming our suspicions, but it is very stressful.
There's a new Manhattan Snapchat filter and it's adorable.
Oh, I need to get on Snapchat after this.
Oh, hot dog truck.
Oh my God, Manhattan hot dog truck!
It's so cute. If any of you live in Manhattan, you should go on Snapchat.
Yeah, check
See
out
our new
Snapchat.
filter.
Oh no, Jay, you guys rock for giving us input to begin with. Let's see, I should really use this brush, which does not have as much pressure sensitivity, so that I don't get weird line weights. Silly Pat.
I've started like turning off the pressure sensitivity when I do these squishable drawings a lot of the time.
I know. I'm just so used to it. I can't draw on my tablet without a little bit of pressure sensitivity. Myth behind the panda pillar. I am not the one to ask because it haunts my nightmares. Every single stream that I've done.
what's gonna
I thought that I was gonna get away with one
know
stream.
at the end.
This is your fault. It was an ill-fated.
Where is the panda?
Oh, I think that is even more unnerving that we don't know where it is.
Well, he's usually. Oh, here he is. He's in this box.
Megan, you're actually not the only one that asked for it.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask for it. Well, Amy, thank you for sticking with us. I'm sorry that I'm shrieking in the background of your designing process. Oh, jeez. Ah! Ah! Panda Pillar! Literally shrieking. This is the Panda Pillar. He's the stuff of nightmares, and he should be banished into the deep dark underworld.
I don't know. I think we should sell them.
He goes on forever and has little tiny horrible feet that climb into your horrible dreams and then stay there forever. So congrats.
I'll take this over.
You're all cursed by Panda Pillar.
Why is his butt part so small compared to the rest of him? Like, his head is like.
Why are you asking these questions, Rachel?
It shouldn't exist.
It should not exist. Jay also summons the Panda Pillar, so you have a cohort again. No, actually, I think Pulpwood. This is before I was at Squishable, but we intentionally designed a Panda Pillar. I think it was off of the coattails of the Bumblepuss. Like, oh, let's combine two creatures that you might not expect to work well together, and like the Bumblepuss worked. People love the Bumblepuss. We hail him. We we sacrifice to the Bumblepuss, but not the Panda Pillar. That is too far.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Let's get even weirder, which is definitely not a thing that we needed to do, but here we are.
I'm just in love with this hot dog cart. I can't get through it. Hot dog cart squishable.
Hot dog cart yeah, we have a hot dog coming out. Next is the hot dog cart.
I'm drawing a hot dog cart now. It won't be as cute as the Snapchat one though.
All right, Pulpwood, will you welcome the Panda Pillar? I'll be cowering under my desk because I know the true power. Oh my. Oh, hot dog cart squishable.
This is like the
Here,
most like
give it to me.
uneven drawing I've ever made.
This is Rachel's next masterpiece.
Use my art degree to draw that.
Yep, her art degree is being put to good use for this hot dog cart squishable. Dang it!
Oh, thanks.
I was about to start talking about how weird eyes are to draw again, but I realized that I've already had that conversation, so I will spare you. Good one. Thorhouse thinks that you need a Pulitzer Prize for that drawing. I'm inclined to agree. If I was on that committee, I would totally.
Beauty.
It is a beauty.
I was drawing like with my sketchbook as an angle, so when I turned it to look at myself, I was like, that is not a box.
See, also insider secret, when you spend as much time as you need to spend drawing nice clean lines and eyes, and you want it to be the same, you might as well just copy and paste it. You might as well just mirror it. Why not? I could spend another 5 minutes drawing a second eye that might look a tiny little bit.
Excuse me, you didn't do Alt Shift and then Shift and switch it over, so now it's not even gonna be lined up.
That's true. I didn't. Total eyeball. Snare drum.
That's close enough.
But yeah, it's close enough. There's no reason to make more work for yourself when you're trying to get like a nice crisp. Thanks, Thrillhouse. I appreciate you. I feel safer, even with the Panda Pillar lurking just off camera.
Also, if any of you use Instagram and you ever want to take pictures of your squishables, you should make sure your cat is in the picture.
Official request from Rachel, who goes through Instagram. She wants to see your squishables with cats.
If there's cats, I want them.
Not for any particular reason, just because we love seeing cats with squishables.
It brightens up my day to just look at other people's cats when I'm going through Instagram posts.
Crisp, sassy lines. Yes, exactly.
Those are cats. Oh, Pat, you have to
Yeah.
look at this post. Somebody for their 11th birthday. Look at this cake. Look how great
Oh
that
man.
is.
So this is amazing. Someone just posted this to our Instagram. It is a cake that is made in the style of the Squishable cherry pie, which isn't really a cake, but it's close enough.
But it's really cool.
So happy birthday! Wait, I can't see. I can't see my.
Is what it said?
Happy birthday, Sophia! Look at this cake.
I really like it.
That's incredible. Good one.
This is a good post.
Bless this post. Jay, you have chickens. I love chickens. What will we do when we hit 1 million likes? We're close, but it takes a while. We'll probably have a party. We'll probably have a big old party, at least if I have my way. But I'm not in charge, so
Will there be more pumpkin
what do I
pies?
know? It did take ages, actually. I started and we were maybe 850,000 on Facebook, and then over about a year we got another bit.
So does that mean we've got another year until we get a party?
It's the Squishy Darts theme song. Megan, I'm glad that you appreciate that, because it takes so long to edit those stupid videos, and I try and make them really funny. We filming Squishy Darts is like a riot. And it's all, and we actually, again, going back to like I try corporate mystery. We actually do that. There is no fudging. There's no like camera trick. It's Sam. Sam very poorly throws darts on the wall, and whatever the darts stick to goes on sale. So.
The last time we did Squishy Darts, I was coming back from getting our Starbucks delivery, and I just remember walking in and just everything was just like rearranged.
Yeah, everything is rearranged. Okay, I'm glad that you guys like Squishy Darts, because it's definitely on my list of things to do again in the near future.
We'll
So
have to talk to Charles.
yeah, I'll talk to Charles. Charles is the Squishy Darts host, the host with the most, and I feel like he would jump at another chance to be on camera. So he's a very theatrical guy, which is to say he has an amazing voice. He also does all the reading for. We have like dramatic readings of some of our Squishable descriptions. He lends his voice, and I gotta say it's pretty hypnotizing. Ribs. Okay, so, oh my gosh, guys, we're winding down the stream. It's almost 7, and I need to go home and eat and sleep.
Eat some ribs.
Eat some ribs. So I'm gonna finish inking this skeleton guy. But thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to us, all of you that join us for our Squishable Live things. It's really cool. And I think that doing this weekly, we're still gonna do Facebook live streams, sort of like late night Q&A ones. But I really enjoy doing the sort of like 2-hour Monday ones in the afternoon. So I'm glad that you guys come and join us.
Amy said she doesn't know what Squishy Darts is.
Oh, Amy doesn't know what Squishy Darts is. Woo!
Last time.
We still have the dartboard.
I dropped it. Don't worry, it's intact. This is what the darts get thrown at.
This is
Is this on screen?
the
Nope.
squishy dartboard. It is one of everything that we have in
Or at
stock.
least when we did it last time.
At least when we did it last time. It's this big old board, and then Sam, who left about 40 minutes ago, throws darts, and whatever the darts hit goes on sale for a day.
I think
Very exciting.
6 of them?
Yeah, six darts.
Last time, like something like brand new. I think it was the red panda. Ended up going on sale.
No, I don't know
Not
about
just
I don't know about
the
that,
boys.
Amy. I don't know if I'm Twitch celebrity status, but you guys are cool. Oh, Megan. Well, I'm super glad that you were able to make this one. It's so nice to have you on chat. Oh, and Razielli Razielli am I pronouncing that right? It is absolutely a pleasure, and I'm glad that you enjoy the shows. Also, if like Megan, you can't make one of the streams to watch live, all of these will be archived and will be put on YouTube. And if you want to comment, then we'll read those comments, and we'll try and keep it as active and participatory, as we can. Yes, pretend to do work while watching me desperately try and draw skeletons. Pulpwood, right? They're super good hosts. Both of them are. Oh, thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Also, you guys make it way easier being in chat so that I actually have something to respond to. Sometimes talking to a void, I agree. Talking to a void is very difficult, especially when you're trying to draw. Ugh. So you guys make my lives much easier. It's also nice having Rachel and Sam here. Even though Sam abandoned us. Scoff. Scoff, scoff, scoff.
It's okay, I'm abandoning you in a few days.
Yeah, Rachel is abandoning me too. She has a life to live and travels to take.
I know, I have 57%.
Yes, and cower live from Panda Pillar. That also fills a nice... I could fill so much time just cowering and shrieking, waiting for my fate to be sealed by the malevolent Panda Pillar, who haunts me every stream. And I'm sure next week...
To get me to put out money for extra leg room.
I know. There's sort of like some built-in misery to all flights, right? To
Right.
like, as incentive to upgrade.
I would just be a jerk if I took somebody else's extra leg room seat.
It's true, steal
I
it.
would probably be less comfortable. I'd be like, I can't put my legs anywhere.
Ooh,
Is that you?
something's buzzing.
Is that your phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so I'm thinking it was coming from like where Charles's desk is.
My phone thinks it's spam, so I hung up.
Well.
It's probably something very important. But I'm live. I can't take a phone call. Gosh, how insensitive.
I mean, I took a Snapchat,
That's different.
but it was just of the stream.
It's publicity.
Yeah. Advertisement. Squishable Live to find 10 Snapchat followers.
I'm actually a huge fan of these little dangly skeleton arms. Oh, they're so cute.
Unfortunately, no. It was not the Squishable Snapchat, so.
Ah, whatever.
It's just my own. Could have put it on the Squishable Snapchat, but I'm a little late for that.
Oh, that's not a brush, that's an eraser. Whoa. Shame, shame, shame.
Should I take a Squishable Snap?
You really should take a squishable
Okay,
snap.
I don't know what it's gonna be of.
I don't know either.
Um,
This one is for the squishable Snapchat.
okay. I don't know what to put on the Squishable Snap. They updated the terms of service. Oh, it's outbound facing. Oh no. Oh, we have 5 friend requests.
Amy, we certainly do not need professionalism.
Uh,
That is for sure.
yeah,
Put that on the record.
Okay. Okay, and back to friend request. Ah, Emily. Okay, I don't know what to take the Squishable Snapchat of.
Take it of us.
Oh, this.
Oh, wait, are you on camera taking a Snapchat? Wait, move in. Snapchat live.
Pat, say something to Snapchat.
Bleh. That's all you
So
get.
Spooky.
So spooky. How
There we
spooky?
go.
Too spooky.
It's
Too
not.
spooky for me.
Here, I can use the cute filter. It's
3
gonna cover up your
spooky.
face, though.
5 me.
It's fine. There we go.
I hope that. I really hope that she got the chat in the Snapchat. She probably didn't
I
though.
don't
She's lame.
think So.
Lame-o. All right. I think. All right. Well, two faces, two design views. You know, I think that's pretty good for an evening, right? Right. Can't push yourself too hard. Just gotta draw all the time. All right, guys. Well, I think that about does it for us at Squishy HQ for the night. Thank you guys so much again for joining us. It really means it like a whole lot. And join us again next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another Squishable Live on Twitch. I don't know what that voice is. I should really stop and go home. Say goodnight, Rachel.
Good night.
That's what Rachel's saying. Oh, goodbye.
Quick Snapchat.
Good night.